Canada is the largest per capita receiver of immigrants and new arrivals in the entire world. And we have resettled already some 20,000 Iraqi refugees and a couple of thousand Syrian refugees, and we have plans to do more. But I would say repeatedly that as we are doing more, we can't lose sight of the fact that refugee resettlement alone cannot in any part of the world solve this problem. As long as we have organizations like ISIS, the so-called Islamic State, creating literally millions of refugees and threatening to slaughter people all over the world, there is no solution to that through refugee policy. We have to take a firm and military stance against ISIS, and that's what we're doing.
On a human level, none of us has ever seen anything in our lifetimes. This is the worst refugee crisis, the most serious one since the Second World War. The images are horrific. Other countries are coming to the fore and taking in large numbers. In Europe, it's a big challenge right now, but when you know that 3,000 people have drowned just this year, you know that we have an obligation to start acting. We're going to do our part. Under the Conservatives, Chris Alexander put up a number that was quite low, hung up on Carol Off of CBC when she kept asking him what the real number was. Now they're putting up a number of 10,000, but we have no idea how real that is or what time it will be. I can tell you that an NDP government will take this humanitarian crisis extraordinarily seriously, as we have to. Canada will do its part. I mean, we want Canada to get to the point where we're respected on the world stage and not like the Conservatives have done to us, where we're not pulling our weight. This is an international crisis. It's a humanitarian crisis on a scale not witnessed since the Second World War, and we've got to step up to the plate.
First of all, the situation faced by countless numbers of people fleeing for their lives from terrible acts of terrorism and violence is one that everyone deplores and is affected by. We see the scenes on the nightly news, and all of us have the feeling that we need to do more. Unfortunately, this Conservative government, despite its promises, hasn't once lived up to even its meager commitments in terms of accepting refugees from Syria and elsewhere. That's why the Liberal Party, months ago, even before this campaign, talked about setting an initial target of 25,000 Syrian refugees, from the region that we would be accepting, and of course are committed to doing more to help people in their camps who are worried about things, who are fleeing for their lives, who are living in terrible conditions. Canada has always been a country that is open and welcoming and aware of our responsibilities on the world stage to ensure that everyone around this world has a chance. And that's what the Liberal Party is committed to doing.